Hey everyone, welcome to another interview. Today we have special guests here. We have Matush and Andre from NGS. Can you guys introduce yourself?
We are Night Gear Solutions. We are a fairly small company from Slovak Republic. We're neighbors to you. We build night vision devices. We build custom night vision devices for professional and civilian use. Our main goal is to make night vision available for everyone or anyone. And basically, we would like to build or create well-educated community of night vision users or enthusiasts by doing, for example, free of charge presentations, public presentations, or private presentations, shooting ranges, and airsoft events to spread the word, like our gospel, to everyone who we can reach.
If you were to explain in simple terms, how do NVGs work?
Well, first of all, there's digital, and then there's analog night vision. Mainly for tactical purposes, we use the analog night vision because the analog technology, can amplify the ambient or residual light.
Also, it's important to say that night vision works in the infrared spectrum of the light, which you cannot see with your naked eye.
It has image intensifier tube inside, which is filled with multi-alkyne gases or gallium arsenide, depending on the generation. And not gonna bother you with all the science inside, but it basically takes the light you have during night, for example, stars, the moonlight, the street light, and it amplifies it up to, let's say, 60, 70,000 times. So it's not some magic box, that creates the light and you will see in total darkness. No, in total darkness, you will have no image at all. You will have only the noise inside. It needs some light to work with. So let's say, for example, if we were in a dark room with no windows, we would see nothing.
In layman's terms, NVGs just grab the light that is already there and they boost it, right?
Yes.
And turning to Gray Zone, what are your initial thoughts? You just played around with it a bit, you had a chance to have a look at it. What are your initial thoughts, your initial feelings about our representation of NVGs in the game?
Yeah, we basically love it. Yeah, I mean it. It's not 100%. It will never ever you can make something 100% when it's 2D, it's on a screen, not even in the VR or something like it. But we totally love it. We love how the NVG feels. I think you guys managed to do impressive work because the night vision technology is not simple and it's not simple to replicate. Here, the night vision amplifies light. Here, the night vision works as night vision is supposed to work. Yeah, we are very impressed and we're very glad to be able to help. I just like how you can feel, even through the keyboard and mouse on the screen, like you feel you have some device in front of you. I've never seen anything like this in a game before, when obviously I'm used to the real-life NVGs. And I think when we tested it, I was running the PVS 14s, and I don't know how, but it was so close to the real-life feeling. I know it may sound weird, but it was. I felt like my in-game character had the PVS 14 before his eyes, I don't know, maybe 2 centimeters, and then he had a gun, and then was the environment. That's, I think, mainly because the night vision game in Gray Zone Warfare is not just the filter on screen, it's like real device which the player will have in use, and that's perfect because I think that's the only way the night vision game can be so immersive. Mm-hmm. We really try to tell you guys about the IR laser, like using it as a floodlight, for example. Yeah, floodlight. Yes, because it lights up a room for you, and you don't need to use flashlight.
When we first showed off the Night Ops demonstration, some people reacted to the way how the weapons looked and how aiming, ADSing looked in the game. It's really blurry. Is that how it is in real life?
Yes. It's because the night vision devices have really shallow depth of field, and in general, for tactical use, we focused the night vision to infinity. It's the infinity setting, which means I can see everything from, let's say, 2.5 meters up to the infinity, very clearly, very sharp, but everything within those 2 meters, it's blurry. And that's something why the night vision users need a lot of practice, from something as simple as press checks or changing magazines, because you cannot really see your gear. It's all blurry. Yeah.
With all this information, what do you consider the biggest challenge of translating the realism of NVGs into games?
A part of it's not VR, it's 2D. A part of it, the biggest thing for us, we had to deal with this, is the FOV and field of view and how you see it, because you really don't see anything with your eyes. I know we like to say we see this with our eyes. No, we see it with the brain, because the image is created in the brain. And there's the FOV issue, field of view issue. Basically your night vision with 18 millimeter IIT and some kind of basic or mil-spec optics, you have, let's say, 40 degrees of field of view. Yeah,
that's the basic. Then there are the 50 ones that
you can have. It can differ, but let's say it's 40. It will be easier for us. A human generally sees 90 degrees, and if you have 40 degrees, okay, it's easy to create PVS 14 or any kind of monocular night vision, because I have 40. I can see this much. It's okay. Then comes the binocular, and this is the tricky part, because here I see 40, stay with 40. Here I see 40, yes, I see 80. No, you don't see 80, because it all depends on individual interpupillary distance, distance between your eyes, and in it all interlenses, I believe is the term. Interpolates. You don't see 80. You see somewhere between, let's say, 55 to 65, 75. This is really not to be generalized, because everyone is different. And then, if we dealt with this, and then the pseudo-binocular, or biocular, it's called, the PVS-7, with just one optics, but you can see with 2 eyes, and you can change the interpupillary distance, and now create this. It is the basic, the 40 degree, only one tube, one objective, and you have to somehow you have to implement in a game where it simply cannot have only the 40 degree. It has the 40 degree, but your brain really doesn't receive it 40 degrees. It's really hard. So yes, this was really the biggest challenge, I think, technical. All of your guys also had to feel it. We went out, we went to the forest to walk. You have to feel it, because if you turn this on, you don't see like with monocular, but you really don't see more than 40 degree of field of view. So yeah, the field of view is the hardest part.
So you already mentioned using IRs as floodlights, as one of the things that you kind of brought to us. Is there anything else that you could remember that we had a moment while you were explaining something to us?
Can remember when we were walking in the forest and we showed you okay, this is NVG, this is what you see with NVG. I had a Helicon Patriot on me, the jacket, and it's tan. He has a Ranger green one, and you could see it white.
Yeah.
And that's
the material used, for example, the leaves of the trees, they reflect the light, so they are not dark. They're basically white, or the bright night vision.
What impact do you think NVGs will have on the immersion, the gameplay? Will it add tension to the game?
It should completely change how the firefights are dealt with, because now you have another factor like visibility in the game. What NVG does he have? Can he see me? Can I run with laser and tag everything, or enemy can see me? It's a whole new system of thinking implemented in the game. It's not just some shiny gadget thing this is nice to have and I can flex with it. No.
How do you find the collaboration with us so far?
I think it's great. As I said, as we were talking before, I was the one that contacted Mara about, hello, can we help you with this? Because we are like real,
Oh, poor Mars inbox.
we are real FPS genre enthusiasts. We just like to play FPS in our free time, and we, based on what we do, we build NVGs. We love to use NVGs in games, and this was like the opportunity for us to create something maybe more like create or help creating something that we can give to the community that aligns with our vision to make it more affordable, or like everyone can use it as realistically as possible, even in game. So that's why we are so happy that the NVGs are so realistic in this game. I just love this style of communication partnership.
And thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you've learned something today. See you in the night ops, and every move matters.